So hi guys, welcome to yet another coding session or coding blog or vlog, whatever you wanna call it. And today I'm a bit late. It's already 10:20 over here, and I'm starting my coding session or vlog, whatever it is today. At this point, I was a bit busy with my some work, basically catching up with the deadlines today. And yeah, now without wasting much time, let's jump into today's lead code challenge. And today we will keep it very short, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, here we go. So hi guys, today's question is carpooling. Let me read the question. What does it say? Is a car capacity with empty seats. Okay, capacity. Okay, the question is a bit simple. It says that you have been given an integer called capacity, and you have been given a trip information which says that how many passengers are coming to your car and how many are leaving your car at that point distance. So you have to tell whether you will be able to complete the journey or not, and the car is only moving in the east direction. So the question is a bit straightforward. You have to just say that whether you will be able to complete the total journey or not. So my idea is that you can have a vector of pair, and at every distance, how many people are adding in the car and how many people are leaving the car, you can track that. If you are able to do so, then you will be able to solve this question. So basically what I am trying to say to you is that maintain that at what distance how many people got added in the car and at what distance how many people left the car. Like 2 comma 1 comma 5, at distance 1 2 people enter the car, at distance 5 2 people left the car, so we can represent it as -2. And similarly for 3 comma 7, at distance 3 3 people entered the car, at 7 3 people left the car. Now our idea is that we will do the summation of all the we will iterate over all the distances which have been given in the array, and we will keep on doing the summation of the passengers, whether it is negative or whether it is positive. At any point, if the summation of all the passengers became more than the capacity, we can say that the journey will never be over and we can return it true. Otherwise, we will return it true. So the sample test cases ran fine. Also, you have to sort the distance as per the destination, as per the distances, like in the increasing order, because we have to we can only move in the east direction. So sorted as per in the ascending order of the distances. So the sample test cases ran, but when I submitted this, there is a test case which got wrong. Let's see. I have added a debug statement for my track passengers to see what is going on. Let's see the simulation 1,34. Okay, which looks fine. At distance 1, 4 people came. At distance 3, 4 people will leave. At distance 2, 8 people came. At 3, 12, this will leave. So summation is 12. But at 3, because 12 people are leaving, so 12 minus 12 will be 0, and then 1 is adding. So it looks fine to me. 1 is occupied. Let's print inside the loop actually what is happening inside the loop. So I will add that how many passengers are leaving the car, like what is the total summation, and what is the uh, distance as well, like at what distance it is happening. Oh, okay. So it looks like I'm only iterating till distance 3, whether I should have traversed till 8. Okay, because I used n. It should not be n, it will be total distances because you want to traverse over all the distances which has been given to you. Changing it, my question is accepted. Let's look into other people's solution. Okay, you don't need to sort the array, he's saying, because constraints are less. We don't want to. So yeah, because it is 1,000, you can iterate over 1,000 items. Let's look into someone else. This is good solution, a priority queue solution. This is also quite good. A bit complex, however. Yeah. Okay. But I feel like my solution is a bit simple. What is the trick of my question is that you maintain every distance how many people are entering and leaving the car. I guess that will do the trick. And you sort the array as per all the distances in the increasing order, and then you do the summation of all the passengers, how many people are entering and leaving the car at any given point. If it is greater than the capacity, then you can return false because won't be able to complete the journey. Otherwise, your journey will be true. You will be able to complete the journey, pick up and drop off everyone. So that's pretty much, I guess. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hi guys. So welcome back. Today I will keep it short, and I guess we are done with the coding session, and that's the only session which I have for today actually. So that's pretty much actually for today. I hope you like it. Do share, like, and subscribe. Here you go. Bye.